How's it going, everybody? It's Prod here and welcome back to another Q&A video. So, I got a bunch of questions here for you guys, asked by you guys. So, if you have any for future episodes, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. So first of all, a question that I've gotten asked a bunch, and actually was going to make a video on it by itself, but I might as well, talk about it here. What do you think about microtransactions in Sekiro? Now, first of all, I'm under the impression, and I think, it's my opinion, I don't think there are going to be microtransactions. I mean, what would there be microtransactions of, I get that it's an Activision game, and, Activision is kind of known for doing a bunch of microtransactions on basically everything. But what could they possibly have in a single-player game? I don't know. Am I going to be fucking playing as Soap McTavish in 3 weeks after the release? I don't think so. If they were to have microtransactions, as long as it's not something dumb or necessary, like, progress related, which again, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, guys. I will let Cookie the dog eat the rest of my time if that actually happens. But as long as it's not something that is necessary or stupid, then, that's more content for me and for other content creators. Now, do I want microtransactions? No, absolutely not. If I had to choose, even if it was stuff that wasn't necessarily needed, I would rather not have microtransactions at all. Now, DLC is a different story. That is probably going to happen. From Software has basically put out DLC for everything except, like, Demon Souls since they started the Soul series. So yeah, Sekiro is probably going to have DLC most likely, and I'm 100% okay with that. And I'm sure you guys are as well. It's a good thing I didn't do that for a video. Would have been a short-ass fucking video. Surprisingly, I actually had a lot of questions about Anthem. I guess a lot of people, are excited about the game after the beta. And some of you, a small percentage, probably saw my video that I made on Anthem. So I guess we could answer back-to-back Anthem questions really quickly. Will you buy Anthem when it comes out? If so, are you willing to buy it on PC or PS4? And by the way, for this Q&A, especially on Twitter and my community section on YouTube, I asked people if they want, they could also, ask some questions to Cookie. I swung those questions by her, the ones that were directed to her, and she told me what to say. So this question also adds, P.S. Oh almighty Cookie, please accept my offering, my children, and listen to our prayers. And she wanted me to say, yes, my child. I listened. In fact, I am behind you right now. And now it's me talking. I'm kind of sad now because I know that I'm going to have one less subscriber. I really don't know if I'm going to buy Anthem. Most likely, I will. And am I going to get it on PC or PS4? It'll probably be on PS4, most likely. And another one, do you think Anthem will survive despite the scummy practices? EA will undoubtedly try to pull over players through it. By the way, hope Cookie is being good to you. Even beings of unimaginable cosmic power have their softer moments. They do. I don't know if she does though. But Anthem. Will Anthem survive? I feel like Anthem's gonna have kind of like a weird life cycle. So probably it's gonna be, pretty decent and do really well for like the first month, maybe 2 months. Then it's probably gonna be really slow, even if they put out different stuff like, updates for the game. I think it's gonna be really slow. Then like a year down the line, I feel like that's when you're going to probably see a big like jump in the game. Once they start having like DLCs and raids and stuff like that. And then it'll probably have like, a pretty normal life cycle. I don't think it's going to be anything huge or special. Anthem's been hyped up for years, man. It's crazy the hype that's been around this fucking game. And to be honest, it's not really hype that I've felt myself. Like, ever since they showed the game itself, I was never like, wow, this looks amazing. I have to play this. It was never really that feeling for me. So we'll see, what type of life cycle this game has. But I don't think it's going to be anything, major, except for maybe in the beginning. But when it comes to going past the, scummy practices in quotations from EA, man, I don't know what they're going to do with that game. I know that they're obviously going to be selling, I think, for new like skins of your God, what are they called? Javelins. People were telling me that they were like $20, which is, It was like 10 or 20 bucks for each skin of like the javelins. The ones that they do have now are pretty basic, so I'm assuming once that store comes out, some of the skins that they're going to have are probably going to be kind of insane. But that's just my opinion, and I think it'll live through it. Do you plan on doing a Demon Souls playthrough now that you have done Dark Souls Remastered, Bloodborne, and Dark Souls 3 playthroughs? Now, this might be kind of sad to hear, but I am still one of those people that is a firm believer that Demon Souls will get remastered eventually. And I'm really hesitant to play the game just in case they do a remaster. I would want to experience it like that for the first time. Now, apart from a couple of bosses that I have seen, if I ever do a Demon Souls playthrough or this, remaster does come out, it would be a completely blind playthrough. I've never played the game. I never owned a PlayStation 3. But we'll say that, in a couple years, if Demon Souls Remastered isn't out, heck, if Demon Souls Remastered 2 isn't out, then I'll do a playthrough of Demon Souls on the PS3. Again, though, telling you, Demon Souls Remastered 2020. Are you finishing Dragon's Dogma and the DLC? At the moment, it's kind of looking like I am going to finish Dragon's Dogma. I don't know how far I am into it. I think I've been told that I'm like halfway through it. And that's counting, the gameplay that you guys haven't seen yet that I've done on stream. So probably, yeah, I'll most likely end up finishing that. Now the DLC, we'll see when that time comes, because as long as people want to see Dragon's Dogma and it's still doing well and getting views and stuff, I'll be uploading it. Will you ever attempt a Soul Level 1 run of any Soulsborne games? It would be awesome if you did. Shit, man, I'm always kind of hesitant with those type of like challenge runs, because I suck at the game already. So to add an extra bit of difficulty to that, especially, Soul Level 1, broken weapon, no death run, no bonfire run, that takes some time commitment, which I don't know if I am willing to give something like a Soul Level 1 run. I mean, I could try and probably fail miserably, and that would probably be funny and a video in its own. But then it would feel like, I left something unaccomplished and unfinished if I try to do something like a Soul Level 1 run. And I know that I would probably end up quitting it. And then it would become one of those things where, when are you going to finish this Soul Level 1 run 3 years from now when I'm running for president? And I don't really want that to happen. So at the moment, I don't think I'll be trying any like Soul Level 1 challenge runs or anything like that for, I don't think, any of the Soulsborne games. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm always down for different stuff like mods. When, mods come out for Sekiro and shit on PC, which I for sure will be getting on PC as well. So challenges or stuff that you're looking forward to or want to see, that is probably what will happen first, different mods for Sekiro. Which, man, I hope people actually do. I hope people do. I hope that there's like a community for mods in Sekiro the same way there was for the other Dark Souls games. Because a single player game definitely is going to need some more content. Someone just asked, would you rather eat 10 clean, unused kitchen sponges or 3 live cockroaches? Can you even eat 10 sponges? Wouldn't they soak everything up in you, like in your stomach? Or would they dissolve because of the, I don't know. Probably the sponges. How do you feel about For Honor? Man, For Honor. I will say it's not a horrible game. It's just not a game for me. I played it when it came out. I didn't play for too long, but I played it long enough that, I have a playlist of a couple videos on my channel, which you can search up if you want. They're not that great. And it's one of those games where if you don't continuously play it, you're not going to be good at it. And it was kind of like at a time where it was prime Dark Souls arena videos, and my videos were doing really well on Dark Souls. So I was just concentrating and wanted to concentrate on just that. So I never really had the time to commit to For Honor like a lot of different people did. So whenever I would go on and play every once in a while, I would just get annihilated. And it's, the type of annihilation where you're just like, man, I don't want to play this shit. Kind of like how I felt in the beginning of Dead by Daylight, except with Dead by Daylight, I just stuck with that game and eventually got, better at the game. Maybe it would have some type of similar effect if I would have stuck with For Honor, but man, it wasn't a game for me. Do you ever miss being a COD channel? So this is pretty funny. Some of you guys honestly may not know that I used to be a Call of Duty channel. I used to do commentaries and sniping montages, and I was in different sniping teams. Some of the bigger teams and teams that people consider some of the best of all time, like Darth and Envy. But do I miss being a COD channel? I had fun for a pretty long time. I met some awesome friends. Sadly, I don't talk to, most of them nowadays because they went on to do different stuff and stop playing Xbox and stuff. But I don't really miss being a COD channel. I feel like I was decent at the game, but I was never really good at the game. And those were tough times, man. Like recording for a montage, which is what I like to do, and obviously I did a bunch of dualtages with my brother and stuff. Those were really fucking tough to make, man. Like the time that it takes to make one of those is, especially if you want to make it really good, 6-7 months for one video that is maybe going to get 10,000 views at the time. Like 10,000 views for a montage on my channel, my own montage at the time, would have been insane. I would have been like, holy fuck, what a success. For 6 months. That's just, crazy. There was some aspects of sniping that I really enjoyed. Obviously still whenever I play COD, which I haven't done in months, but whenever I do play COD, always just snipe because it's still the most fun thing to do. I enjoyed contributing to team tages that, the sniping teams that I was a part of did. Some of the best ones, like, go watch Destiny. Actually, I don't even know that's on YouTube anymore. I think it got deleted because of the copyrighted music. But you might be able to find it somewhere on YouTube. Search up Destiny by Darth Empire. Great music, insane clips from different people. And you'll see a couple of my clips in there, a couple of my brother's clips in there. Search up Envy Sniping if you're interested. Maybe I'll even show some of the clips on screen of my own personal montages. But it was definitely a rough time being a COD channel. My channel didn't get any views. Towards the end, pretty much, I had done COD for years. At the end, I had 17,000 subs. Got like maybe 200 views per video, probably less. Which you might say, that's not too bad. But for 17K and probably 5-6 years of doing YouTube, and that's it. But I think the hardest part being a COD channel was just coming up with video ideas. There was times where I would just straight up do like commentaries. I would be like, so yeah, I'm sniping on this map, I'm using this weapon, this is what happens here, this is what happens there. Literally describing the gameplay just because I didn't have any ideas. And it was kind of like a time where I thought, hey, if I upload every day, eventually everybody's gonna watch it and I'll get popular. Yeah, that's not really the case. Basically saying that I put very little effort into those videos, except for when I did, different types of montages, which nobody does anymore. Nobody does the montages anymore, like back when I, like Black Ops 2 type of days. But also, to be like popular and get views and stuff, you would have to be in like one of the bigger teams, like FaZe and Optic when they were still around, and a sniping team. There was one point where me and my brother got asked to be in Optic, and since we were in Darth at the time, we had been in Darth for a long time. They helped us with our montage. We turned them down, and god damn it, that was a pretty good choice in my opinion, because like 6 months later, the whole sniping team of Optic just ended. And there was always like spots that I felt like I was like, man, I deserve a spot on this team. Specifically, there was a team called Red, which were kind of like a side team of FaZe, I guess you can say. And I felt like no matter what I did, man, I never got accepted into that team. Which at that point, towards the end, I was just like, who gives a shit? Now there's some aspects I miss of COD and uploading COD, which were fun. That day that your montage goes up and you're so proud of this one video that you worked so hard for. Obviously still have that with some of the videos that I upload, which I'm like, god damn, I think this is a really good video. But I feel like when you put 7 months of work into one montage, it's definitely different, and you watch all the comments, people saying, holy shit, this is insane. And all the likes go up and stuff, which is obviously at that time was way less views and likes and comments than I get now on a regular video. It was still really fun to see, but no, I don't think I miss being a COD channel. Hell no, dude. But I do have a playlist of COD on my channel, some old montages. Some of them are good, some are kind of bad. If you want to watch them, you can. You'll definitely find the playlist on my channel. I think all you have to search up is like COD montages or something. You'll find them. Still hyped about Code Vein? Is that a game? But in all honesty, yeah, I'm still looking forward to it. I think that'll be, that's the Dark Souls of Souls-likes right there. And that's going to be my title for the first video. I promise that's going to be the title for the first video. Because I think it's fucking hilarious. It's a funny saying. And we'll see when it comes out later this year. You know, it's probably not going to be as good as I think it's going to be and hope it's going to be, but it'll still be fun to play and do a playthrough of for sure. Any plans on touching Dark Souls on PC? Probably not. I feel like I'm kind of past that point, man. I just stick to PS4. Honestly, I think that's just the easiest thing. I feel like there's more people on PS4. Some people might say otherwise, but you know the statistics for Steam. Who knows what the statistics are for PS4? All I know is that obviously there's way more PS4s out there than there are PCs that can handle Dark Souls. Who's your favorite great figure from Dark Souls lore? Probably Artorias. I love Artorias' story. His sacrifice, God, gets to me every time. Him saving Sif. There's one tear rolling down my eye right now. Are you looking forward to / interested in expanding your horizons of games other than Dark Souls / Souls-like games? And for sure, I'm always trying to upload different games. You know, at the moment, I have Dragon's Dogma, I got Dead by Daylight, obviously Dark Souls 3, Resident Evil 2, the occasional other game, Souls-like Adventures. You know, I uploaded a Kingdom Hearts video, for Christ's sakes, a couple days ago. I mean, barely any people watched it, but I guess that's really the hard part about making those videos. You can work really hard on a video that's not a Dark Souls-like or a Souls-like. God, that was the exact same thing. I could work really hard on a video that is not a Souls-like game or Dark Souls 3, and like 80% of people probably wouldn't watch it. And I do appreciate the people who do watch it, by the way. Thank you guys very much for giving other videos a chance. But the fact of the matter is, I don't really upload them that often because not many people watch them. I do want to, and I do like to, and even then, you know, me saying that people don't watch them, I still upload consistently pretty decent amount of other games, you know, doing full Resident Evil 2 playthrough. Hell, Dead by Daylight doesn't even get that many views, but I try to still upload a couple of those a week, just because I really enjoy the game. So as long as I do enjoy something or like other games, I will upload them to the channel. And for the last question, will Cookie be the last boss in Sekiro? I don't really want to spoil anything on Sekiro. I really don't. You know, we worked so hard on it. My Uncle Miyazaki and I, coding for months, really years even. I feel like you guys had to experience that game for yourself March 22nd. You want to experience it with me on stream? You can. You know where to find me. It'll be in the description like always, where I stream. There's the plug. Shameless, in fact. But I really don't want to spoil anything. But either way, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you made it this far on this probably pretty long Q&A, leave a like. Helps out the channel. Like always, man, thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a good day. Feel free to leave your own questions for next time, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace, everybody.